ever scratched your head trying to decipher what a 20% chance of rain really means? Well, you're not alone. Weather forecasts can sometimes feel like you're trying to crack a complex code filled with percentages and terms that don't always make immediate sense. But don't fret, we're here to help break down those weather mysteries. Let's start with the probability of precipitation, commonly referred to as POP. You wake up, check your weather app, and it tells you there's a 20% chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. What does this mean? Simply put, there's a 1 in 5 chance that rain will fall somewhere within the forecast area. Now here's the kicker. This doesn't mean that only 20% of the area will get rain, or that it will rain for 20% of the time. Rather, it means that in any given location within the forecast area, there's a 20% chance you'll see some drops. So if that prediction is accurate, you might dodge the thunderstorms completely, but a few towns in your region might get a good soaking. If you end up getting drenched, you just happen to be in the lucky spot that saw a thunderstorm. This principle isn't just for thunderstorms. It applies to all types of precipitation, whether it's light rain showers, heavy thunderstorms, sleet, or snow. So next time you see that percentage, you'll know exactly what it's telling you. Let's recap. A 20% chance of precipitation means that there's a 20% probability that you'll experience rain at any given point within the forecast area. It doesn't mean it will rain continuously for 20% of the time, nor does it mean that 20% of the area will definitely get rain. It's all about probabilities and luck of the draw. So if you find yourself under a downpour despite a 20% forecast, remember, you were just in that lucky spot which got the rain. Now, if you've ever seen an isolated chance of thunderstorms in your forecast, you might wonder what that means. Well, let's demystify this meteorological jargon for you. An isolated chance is used when there's a 10 to 20% probability of a storm occurring. In essence, it means that any storms that do form will be few and far between. On the other hand, you might also come across the term scattered in your weather forecast. This is used when there's a 30 to 50% chance of precipitation. It paints a picture of sporadic storms, like a sudden downpour at your office while your home basks in sunlight. And if the chance of rain exceeds 50%, the forecast might simply say likely rain or predict rain without any qualifiers. This implies a substantial likelihood of you needing an umbrella that day. So next time you hear scattered storms, you'll know it might be raining at your work but not at your home. Ever found yourself puzzled by the difference between partly cloudy and mostly sunny skies? Let's take a moment to shed some light on this cloudy conundrum. These terms you hear in your daily weather forecast, they're not just thrown around arbitrarily. Oh no, they actually refer to the percentage of the sky that's expected to be covered by clouds. Yes, you heard right, it's all about cloud coverage. Now let's break it down. Imagine you're looking up at the sky. If the National Weather Service says it's going to be a mostly sunny day, they're telling you that only about 10 to 30% of that beautiful blue expanse is going to be covered by clouds. So you can expect lots of sunshine with just a few fluffy intruders here and there. Now, let's say the forecast is partly cloudy. This means that just under half of the sky will be covered by clouds. Picture a sky where the clouds and the sun are competing for space, each holding their own, neither one overpowering the other. Then we have partly sunny. It's a bit of an odd term, isn't it? I mean, how can it be only partly sunny? Well, it simply means that more than half of the sky will be covered by clouds. So the sun is there, but it's playing a bit of a hide and seek with the clouds. Moving on, if the sky is described as mostly cloudy, it's going to be more than 3/4 covered by clouds. Here, the clouds have the upper hand, but you'll still see a bit of blue peeking through. And finally, when the forecast says it's going to be cloudy, brace yourself. More than 90% of the sky will be obscured by clouds. It's a day for umbrellas and raincoats, with the sun taking a bit of a vacation. So the next time you see a forecast calling for mostly sunny skies, you'll know to expect a sky that's about 10 to 30% covered by clouds.